With that being said, where's your heart? Is it more in the music? Is it more in the social media? Which medium are you trying to like really take over? Are you
Oh man, my heart is huge. So it's in a lot of places, but it really, at the core of it, the foundation is just writing music and performing music. And social media, I'm like real introverted at heart. So it can feel like you talking about, Barry. I might feel feisty one day. I'm going out posting selfies. I'm looking good. And you know what? The next 3 days, oh man, it feels
I
like
ain't doing
a
it.
job.
I
And
ain't doing
like it takes so much mental energy, and I just want to write a song or write a book or like create or help my friends and like with their strategies and whatnot. And so it's like social media is more of a necessity, and it is a valuable platform for being able to share resources and information. But
it. And the
music
dream.
is, that's the heart,
it's
that's the foundation,
yes.
that's the spirit, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. So what's next? Get more EPs, more music. The world is opening up. Did California open up?
They
Yeah,
they slow to move. They say.
yeah. They, I'll be staying inside. So I was
Yeah.
quarantining before quarantine was a thing, you know.
Right, right.
So I don't even know what it's like out there. New buildings be popping up and stuff got torn
Exactly.
down. Like,
You
okay,
like,
but
damn, when did I move?
mhm,
Walk
yes.
outside.
It's all
But
good.
I've been really excited about where the music industry is right now because we've been hearing all this talk about Bitcoin, and now the newest craze is
Yeah.
NFTs. Have you been hearing about NFTs?
I
I
only
ain't never
heard
heard.
about it once, and I meant to ask you about that. Jim Jones said he sold a picture of his, and it was an NFT
I'm like,
for,
he
I want to
sold a
say,
picture of what?
I don't know if the picture
Thank
was a
you.
You know,
thousand
with Jim
dollars or
Jones,
100.
ain't no
Yeah.
selling. I was,
No, no, no. But
I was right
it
there
was just
too.
a regular. But my thing was, how do you make money? You know what?
I went with the OnlyFans.
Lord have
Cause I want to
mercy.
know.
I don't know if he was on OnlyFans.
You
Oh,
didn't give any particulars, Kim. You talking about Jim Jones sold a picture, and my mind go dirty. So I'm
I
like,
have
Oh
my breath.
Lord.
what did he say?
Look, and that's my question. Like, what kind of picture did you? First of all, I can Google somebody and screenshot it. So, what does it mean to take a picture and sell it as an NFT and make money off of it? What is that?
What's an NFT? Y'all got to school me now. Y'all know I'm
Okay.
old.
All right. It stands for non-fungible token. Fungible means something that's interchangeable. So, interchangeability. That's non-interchangeable token is the way you could think about it. Like Bitcoin, I could trade one for another. I give you $1 and you give me 4 quarters. It's the same. It's
Yeah.
interchangeable. But if it's not interchangeable, it means that this is something that has a unique identity and a unique point of value that is not interchangeable and is not replaceable, and there's only a certain amount of them. And it's
Okay.
basically the way, Raekwon had the purple tape, Nipsey
Got it.
Hussle had the $100 mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
Wu-Tang Clan made history when they sold their one copy of Once Upon a Shaolin for $2 million, making it the most expensive work of music ever to be sold. It's the same concept, but we are living in a digital world, a digital age, and so now it's replicating those ideas on a digital platform.
Got it.
Hmm.
See, I'm telling you, you're gonna make a killing educating people because it's
Oh,
people like me that need help.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
trying to help.
It's so many different platforms that currently exist and are building up. Like, my nephew went from, I think it's called StreamYard,
Uh-huh.
to Twitch because you can buy slices. I
Right.
mean, not
Or
slices, the
like
emojis. And the
yeah.
emojis, when people do emojis, you get paid from that.
What is
Hmm.
that, Kim? Now,
Like, okay, like say we're watching Versus, and you see how
okay,
all the people who
okay,
hit the heart,
yeah, that's me.
like as people send
When I
like
see
emojis and stuff,
D'Angelo,
people get paid.
Hmm.
Jesus,
when I see
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo, that's all my finger was heart,
Yeah,
heart. I'm like,
with your
I
thumb
left,
on it.
I'm lusting, I'm lusting.
But people get paid off of that, and I didn't know that.
Impressions.
Hmm.
Right, right.
But I do know that one word.
Go ahead and show them.
So also, like the t-shirt guy that I've been working with, he was telling me his son is getting involved, and his son was at Syracuse University. Him and one of his roommates or college, whatever, classmates, somebody, they got together and they created something similar where people buy slices into things. And I'm like, who thinks of this stuff?
A slice I know is a slice of cake. That's
right, but it's the future.
It's just because music has been so devalued.
Yes, it has.
It's inevitable that artists have to find a way to eat, to bring that value back to it. And so all of these things, the slices, the cryptocurrency, the NFTs, it's really about bringing that value back and saying, I put something into this and now I'm creating a unique experience for you to interact with me. You can be a collector of something that is an investment that can grow over time. Because I started investing in cryptocurrency back in 2017 when Bitcoin was at the 9,000 mark. And now, it's over 55,000. And that's money I ain't touched. But okay, I know it's there now, so I've been able to quadruple my money. And that was enough for me to be like, I see the potential of this technology.
And now even there's like Teslas into it. Like you could buy a Tesla now with Bitcoin. You could literally go into Manhattan and purchase food, purchase products through Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Like that's just the future. And I probably have to get a Bitcoin for Dummies book.
You said a Bitcoin for what?
For Dummies, because I mean
I need a tutorial, okay?
Yeah, because I would love to know more about it. It's just sometimes for people, new is scary.
Hell yeah, I'm scared, especially when it's parting with your coins.
Exactly. And it's not necessarily that it's scary for me. It's just, how do you move from savings, older people savings, to now stocks and bonds, to now Bitcoins and NFTs. Now it's like it's moved into a realm that people really don't understand and probably don't want to understand because they feel it's safe to do it this way,
It's always comforting what you know. But you don't grow, you don't expand when you don't try something different. So
the thing I do like about the NFTs and stuff like that is it's, especially when it comes to artists, it's patronizing those unsung artists, the unsigned artists, the artists that are doing so much work, doing it themselves, booking their own shows, photo shoots, video shoots, you name it. So it's giving back to those people.
Like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I didn't even get to the best part, which was that on Friday, today is Sunday, on Friday, I minted my very first NFT. I only had enough cryptocurrency to make 2 out of a limited edition of 10, but it was just one song. I said, you get the MP3 file, you get the WAV file, you get a little lyric sheet, and you get a little special audio clip from me with a personalized thank you message. And
that's so smart.
I said, okay, well, what? I don't know. Let's just put it up for $100. And I don't know. I was thinking, is that too high? And my friend was like, well, then just take it down and reprice it. Like, okay. So I put it up, went to sleep. I woke up that morning at 5:58 and I had seen at 5:58, my NFT sold for $107. My one song, I sold one song for $107 in 12 hours of being on the platform. So I was like, and I didn't know that person. It wasn't even a name I recognized. So it was like, I'm seeing the potential and I'm excited right now because this is something that is a wide open space. I see it as the direct evolution of technology, looking at just where we've come from 1877, Thomas Edison's phonograph, to how we went to vinyl and cassettes and CDs and the iPod and, how we're here now. And I'm just excited to open that space up for women and for hip hop artists, because that's who I feel is underrepresented. And when you have, white men coding and being the ones that are kind of the gatekeepers in tech, all of the biases that they have get coded in that technology as well. And so thinking about that is like, I'm trying to get my people on. This is the way, you know what I'm saying? This is something that I maybe not today, not tomorrow, but maybe it's in 5 years, 10 years, but I know that it's going in this direction.
And I like the fact that the money is coming back to you all. Because like I said, when me and Kim grew up, it was it was no such thing as streaming. None of that. We had to go out and buy CDs, buy tapes, all that. Our parents had what was the one, the big cassettes?
The 8-tracks.
Thank you. That's my uncle had one in this car, okay? But the artists started losing out once streaming and stuff came out. People can listen like all day, and I felt bad because what was it? Anita Baker is fighting for her masters, and I'm like, she said asked us not to listen to stuff on Spotify. I'm like, damn, Spotify, my damn best friend.
All right, now you feel bad if you stream it. Like I ain't doing a right by Anita, like
right, man, because I'm trying to get her masters back now. But it's so unfortunate because the artists really lost out as far as getting the coin. So now they have to have other other means of the streams to get the money back. So it's impressive that people are being creative to, funnel the money back in.
Yeah, because I mean, streaming actually did solve a really important problem because, Spotify launched in 2008, but it was the 1999, 2000 Bear Share, Napster,
LimeWire. I know I'm on the list.
That was when it was the industry was losing millions of dollars because not only were you not monetizing that, you didn't even have the stats to know how much your stuff was being listened to. So when Spotify came, even though it's very controversial now and like artists are speaking out that it's exploiting artists, it still was solving a problem. And so that's why I say, okay, it solved a problem. It created a new problem, but now we're in a position to build upon that and now create something to solve that problem.
And get y'all coins.
Yeah.
So let me talk about the other problem to this that when we had Tony on, he was talking about. So now a lot of artists, because of the pandemic, started putting up their Cash App, going to Twitch, going to Patreon and all these other platforms to earn money. The record labels found out and started coming after them because now they're like, wait a minute, you have an agreement, you have a deal. The money has to come through us and then we trickle it down to you. So now that's become a huge issue. Where does that leave them? Like, do they have to literally get kicked off their label? But then, that's a problem too, because if you're in a 3-album deal, you probably can't get out, not under your name, before you start operating on your own and independent and actually getting the NFTs and all the other money that really is due to them. Like it's like a catch-22. It's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You want to be on the label because you want all the perks of being on the label, all that promotion and machine behind you, but at the same time, the revenue looks a whole lot different.
I mean, it's going to be different for every artist and what that artist's objective is and what resources they have, whether that be monetary resources or within their community and their team. And so it's like, for me, I'm very passionate about the independent route. And the reason I talk about Russ is because he was able to do this as an independent artist. So when he did ink a deal, it was a partnership. He had the leverage. He had the fan base. He had the numbers to back him up. So it wasn't like, oh, please sign me. It was like, look what I have to offer you. Now we can engage in business and enter something that will be mutually beneficial. And so that's what my whole thing is like, I hate that the 360 where it's like, yeah, you got this machine, but I could be grinding or creating this other stuff that you're not really pushing and make it profitable and you get a cut of that. And so I mean, again, it is all different contracts that's out there, but it just comes down to the motivations. And for me, that freedom is important to me. I want to do it like Russ. I want to come and negotiate on my terms when it's time.
Yeah. And that's what the pandemic did. The pandemic has shown that people can produce independently.
Okay. I know Guitar Center was sold out of every mic and every interface except for like a 24-track one. Yeah. So it's like, oh, every podcaster, rapper, like, this is my time.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.